So the number of mistakes, let me touch on a few that we need to avoid during retirement. The first one I want to talk about is spending too much too soon, especially when the lump sum comes in. Whether it's tier 2 or tier 3 or your own investment. One of my godfathers says retirement lump sum betumi de ahye wenum no atafre ho but memene you can enjoy the interest around the lump sum, but the lump sum, don't swallow it. You can put it in your mouth, you can lick around it, you make sure you don't swallow it. So don't spend too much too soon. Resist every temptation to spend, whether it's family demands or whatever. Once it's retirement lump sum, it's not for spending.
Some people take that lump sum to finish their uncompleted houses.
I will talk about housing as one of the mistakes. But another one, Winston, is committing retirement fund into capital intensive projects. Where somebody is 60, they now retired. Now they said, I want to go and start farming with the lump sum. I want to go into real estate with the lump sum. It's important you do something during your old age. Don't get me wrong, and I encourage everybody to be active even after 60. But it's important whatever you want to do after 60, you plan for it. And by the time you are retiring, the structures are in place to take off. Don't retire. You haven't done farming before. You take your retirement lump sum and say, I'm going to start a capital intensive project. Another mistake which we touched on earlier on is depending on the children, because you can be disappointed. Another mistake is retiring and living in a huge mansion, because it will come with higher utility bills, it will come with high maintenance costs. You don't need that 10-bedroom, 7-bedroom during your retirement. Remember that the house you live in is not an income generating asset. So don't retire and lock up everything in one huge house. Yeah. When you retire, downsize your house. Even if you have a big house, I encourage you, get a smaller house, make some good money out of the transaction, assuming you have a good house at a good location. And I have clients who have done that. Sold the house for $600,000, $800,000, moved to Koforidia or somewhere else, Rough Accra, got a smaller house with a good environment, and live a good life. You've worked hard, you are old, enjoy your old age. So when you are traveling, you can travel business class, you can travel well. Don't retire and your entire working life is tied down in one huge house. It's just an emotional thing. It's not financial. Another mistake to avoid is having many cars or big engine cars during retirement. I know the men, we love power. When it comes to the cars, you love power, get one powerful machine, but by all means get the knockabout, so that you can reduce your fuel consumption and your maintenance cost as well. So if you are somebody who loves cars, why not get a good car, but get something that the maintenance will be cheaper, especially during your old age, that you can use for the knockabout. The day you have to show up that I am Winston, then you go in your powerful machine. And maybe the last one I want to talk about is no estate planning, where people retire without a will, where people don't have a will. What happens to your hard-earned income when you are no more must matter to you. And it's one of the mistakes we need to avoid. From where I sit and the number of issues I've been involved in, it can be complicated when you die without a will. And sometimes the people who will give your wife and children stress can be people who are very close to you that you never imagined they would do that.